Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Thomas versus Zachary.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Mr. Thomas, you claim you've been petitioning the court system for a DNA test for 15-month-old Hannah Thomas for more than a year now.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you've been notified that you will be paying support because you signed the birth certificate, but claim it was under false pretenses. Now, the court will decide whether there's reasonable cause to grant you a DNA test today. Ms. Zachary, you claim Mr. Thomas is the father of your daughter, and it's time he step up to the plate and bring your family back together.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Thomas, when did you learn you were going to be put on child support?
2 weeks ago, Your Honor, I went to the mailbox thinking I'm getting a check, and unluckily, I end up getting a paper from child support saying that half my wages is going to be taken.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I don't mean to cut him off, but that is a lie, what he's saying. He knew that he was going to pay child support because I received a medical card. I also received cash assistance, and I have to cooperate with child support in order to receive those assistance.
Your Honor, me and Rakaya were separated towards July, maybe for a couple weeks. August, we got back together, you know, towards the end of August, beginning of September, she told me she was, I feel pregnant. And we went to buy like maybe 4 or 5 pregnancy tests that day.
Your Honor, I found out that I was pregnant September 18th, to be exact with you. And I went to that doctor's appointment and I came home, I handed him the papers. This is my results at the doctor. This is my proof of pregnancy
And
here.
what did he say when you handed him that?
He didn't have much to say. He just said, oh.
No, Your Honor, I never received any paperwork, Your Honor. I never received any paperwork at all. She said she was between 3 to 5 weeks. I believed her with 3 to 5 weeks. We got back together in August. We were having a lot of makeup sex, you could say. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's probably my baby. If it's 3 to 4 weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks, it all adds up. It's possible, you know?
So you're doing the calculation in your mind and you say if this baby was conceived in August,
yeah,
then I am more than likely the father.
I was more than likely, I didn't have any doubts that it was my baby. After a couple months, you know, I'm looking like, wow, you know, she's getting kind of big, kind of fast, you know? She doesn't look like she's, 5, 6 weeks. What's going on?
So as you were there living in the house with her, you start saying for 5 or 6 weeks, she's really showing.
Yeah, I'm like, she's really showing. That's what I'm thinking
Your
to myself.
Honor, I was carrying twins. That's why I was getting big so fast. It was my first time ever having twin children, and I didn't know at the time that I was even carrying twins.
We went to the doctor, maybe probably was about 3 or 4 weeks later, and the doctor was telling her, yeah, you need to stop smoking cigarettes, you know, and he was telling me, like, look, you need to be honest about smoking cigarettes. Here's her paperwork. And he showed me the paperwork, and it said 15 or 17 weeks or something like that. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, y'all.
No.
So when you were at the doctor's appointment with her,
yes,
the doctor asked her, told her, encouraged her to stop smoking, but you also got a look at the paperwork.
No, he did not.
And when you saw it, it had how many weeks?
I received the paperwork in my hand, and it had to be between
sure
13 and 15 weeks.
And at that time, when you were at the appointment, how many weeks did you think she was?
She was supposed to be around 9 weeks at the time.
This is going through your head?
This is going through my head. So, and it's just everything that's been building up. It just was building up and building up, like, okay, so she couldn't have been 3 to 5 weeks when she first told me, you know? So that means she deliberately lied to me about the situation.
Your Honor, I did not lie about how many weeks I was.
Yes,
I did not lie about anything.
Yes, she did.
During the whole pregnancy, I was with him. I was honest about everything with him.
She was correct about that. She was honest with me.
What did she say?
At the beginning of August, she told me when we got back together, she told me, oh yeah, I've been having unprotected.
I told you before August.
She basically told me that she's been having unprotected sex with
that
the guy.
was in July, beginning of July. That was the beginning of July.
With a guy that she was with a guy that she has previously been with before.
So that right there is your doubt, because as you were in that doctor's office and saw the calculation, and it led you back to the time when you were on a break.
I triple checked, Your Honor. I did it in my head. I got the calendar in my phone. I looked at the doctor reads. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Let me triple check.
We were on a break.
And it led you back to the time when you were on the break.
And it led me back to exact. I'm like, no, Lord, you can't be telling me this is exact time.
We were on a break. We had been on a break for over a month and a half when I was with the other guy in July.
Your Honor.
We got back together the end of July, beginning of August.
Is a dirty fight, Your Honor. We've been together almost 6 years. We've been together almost 6 years.
Right.
A break for us is oh, well, I'm leaving out the house, I'm gonna go to my parents' house for a while, or you leave and you go with your mom or something like that.
No, that's not a break.
That was a break between us, and we were always back together within a month's time. So it was still, it's no excuse. A break is not an excuse to go sleep with someone and have a child by someone else at all.
And so after this, you still stuck by her.
Exactly.
And then you signed the birth certificate when you were at the hospital, am I correct?
Yes, I did.
Tell me about that day.
She had her sister come get the children. I came up to the hospital. I was with her the whole night, all until she had the baby. I was there. It was no problem. The agreement was, this was the agreement from the beginning. If the guy that I believe is Hannah's dad, if he didn't have any part of anything, I would sign a birth certificate and Hannah would never know a thing. Nobody would never know a thing. This would be the biggest family secret that we ever had. And I had no problem with that. And I had no problem with that because I'm not gonna let just someone come in and destroy my family like that. You know, it just don't.
You destroyed your family.
It just don't
Your
leave
Honor,
that
he
easy.
destroyed his family. He destroyed his family from the beginning. You had doubts, and that's why you're here. Because you kept on saying you didn't know if she was yours. And I was honest. I told him that it was a possibility.
Your Honor, Rakai's a dirty fighter. She's a dirty fighter. We just can't fight, and I go sleep on the couch and she's in the bed. No, she brings the deepest, darkest secrets, and they're true, to the light. And she will tell, these not your kids anyway. Why you help me
Wait a
take
minute,
this?
wait, hold on.
Really?
At some point, she
Really?
said that to you?
Yes, to my face.
Really?
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
We had twins. Hannah is a twin. It was Hannah and Heather. One of our twins, Hannah was the smaller one. Heather was the big one. She ended up passing away a month after she was born.
I'm sorry.
You know,
to hear
Right.
that.
What did you put me through the whole time? Was you supportive on that?
We grieved in two different ways. She grieved like, oh my God, I don't want to leave the house. I'm stressed. Like she's going through like women do. I understand that. I didn't grieve that type of way, you know? She was looking at me like I didn't have any type of sympathy about what was going on. Period.
You're saying you can't. He barely even grieved the loss. Do you believe that because he doubted the children?
Like he doubted them from the minute that I told him I was pregnant. Like he's sitting here like I wasn't honest with him. Just because you saying you didn't do nothing on your break with me, but we were broke up. We wasn't supposed to get back together. So I was doing me. What's wrong with that? And I was honest when we did decide we were gonna be back together.
After all that, after she was honest with me, I respected that. You were honest with me. Let's get this right. She was still sleeping with this man after Hannah was born. Your Honor, matter of fact,
Is that true, Ms. Zachary?
Yes, I was.
Matter of fact,
because we decided that we wasn't gonna be together.
We've been
on and off for 5 years.
Been on a break for about a month.
We've been on and off for 5 years.
And the guy that's Hannah's dad, he just slept with her 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. We're on a break.
Really,
We were on a break for a month. She just slept with him 2 weeks ago in my bed. She didn't go to his house. She didn't go to a hotel. It was the bed that we share. It was the bed that we share.
How do you have this information? You told him this too, Ms. Zachary?
Yes, I did.
She told me the information, but you want to know how I really know the information?
And it's not your bed, it's my home.
When I came in.
That's my house.
When I came in, my daughter, which is her daughter, not my biological daughter, but my 3-year-old daughter was like, man, it was somebody over here that wasn't right. I didn't know him. Wow, okay. So what's going on, Rakaya?
What you mean what's going on? What do you mean what's going on, Your Honor?
But she had
I wasn't with him once again. He had did some messed up stuff to me.
And another thing
why
is,
do he expect me to be loyal to him?
The children referred to her as Hannah's dad. The children referred to him as Hannah's dad.
Let's bring it down a notch. So, Mr. Thomas, Ms. Zachary says you weren't loyal to her too. Were you cheating?
No, I was not.
King, really?
Your Honor, I go to work, I come home, I cook, I take care of the kids. That's what I do, Your Honor. Every day. Every day.
Okay.
I'd like to hear from your witness. Please stand, sir. State your name for the court.
Pierre Hill.
Mr. Hill, you are Mr. Thomas's uncle.
Yes.
What do you know about this situation?
You know what, Your Honor, this whole situation is just crazy, like from the fighting to the arguing and stuff like that. I don't think that he is the father of Hannah.
You don't?
And the reason why is because she just don't look like him. And another reason, one time me and, Rakaya was hanging out in the house, they had got into it. He had left to get some air. And she had actually showed me pictures. I don't know if she was mad or I don't know if she was in her feelings or something. I had never told him this ever because I just didn't want no parts of it. I didn't want to get into it. But she had shown me pictures of who she really thought was the baby's dad.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, when I seen these pictures, I didn't really know how to take it. I didn't know what to do.
Did you show Mr. Hill a picture of someone you
Yes,
said?
I did show him a picture, but that was after the fact that he already let me know that Mr. Thomas had already been talking to him about Hannah.
Right, I mean,
Okay.
but the way she told me though, it was as if like she was sure though.
You're
the
right.
way she told me it was as if she was sure. That's the way I took it at least. I could be wrong.
I want to submit this. This is
Really?
This
Jerome,
is
may
a,
I see
Really?
this, please? What is this, sir?
it's a. You know, I was going through her phone the other day. I'm thinking.
Really?
You know, I see Hannah's dad.
Really?
You know, I see Hannah's dad. I see the number in Hannah's dad. You know, it put a smile on my face. You know. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been gone for a couple weeks, you know. She got my name under Hannah's dad,
Okay.
you know, we're getting there, you know. And I look at it and I'm like, hold on. And I'm reading a text message. I'm like, this isn't me. This isn't even my phone number. The rest of the kids come and tell me Hannah's dad was here. Like, where did they come? Like, where did they
The
come?
kids are saying Hannah's dad was at the house?
Yes, they said Hannah's dad. And I'm like,
No,
what you
the
mean
kids
Hannah's
did
dad?
not tell him anything. Mr. Thomas was going through my phone, and that's how he knew.
So you are admitting that you have a person logged into your contacts as Hannah's
No,
dad?
I do not.
So this isn't from your phone?
I don't know what that document is, so I can't answer that for you.
That's a screenshot.
I do have
That's a screenshot of a
messages.
text
You
message
can
that's been
look-
printed out, Your Honor.
Are you familiar with the number that's listed here? The number
Your Honor,
you
I
know?
wear glasses, so I can't see from right there. What's the
There,
number?
224, and then it's 572, and we can't say the rest.
That's possible that that's his number.
Is that your phone number,
No,
Mr.
my
Thomas?
number. No, my number starts 224-619.
He has two different numbers, Your Honor.
All right,
Other number is
given-
773.
He has two different numbers, Your Honor. Like,
All right.
for real.
All right. You, Mr. Thomas, say that this entire saga leading up to the point where she admitted that she had slept with this other gentleman, this entire doubt is the cause why you believe you deserve and you need to have a DNA test.
Yes, this is the cause of everything, Your Honor. This is the cause of relationship problems. This is the cause of me denying Hannah. And I wouldn't even say denying her. No one knows about this in my family. My mom, my dad, they all like, oh, well, you have another daughter. Even my oldest daughter, she always, well, when I'm gonna see my little sister? You know, when I'm gonna see my little sister? I don't walk around telling people this is not my daughter. All of her kids look at me like their father. I'm their father, not even look at me like their father. I'm their father. When I get in from work, it can be 2 o'clock in the morning, it can be 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They're choking me to death, trying to get up and hug me. Hannah, she's jumping up and down when I come through the door. I love the kids just like they my kids, and they are my kids, you know? I have raised those kids from the beginning, and I'm not gonna stop raising those kids.
So what happens if Hannah is not your biological daughter today? What happens?
I'm really not sure. Like, the way I'm feeling right now, Your Honor, today is like really the last couple hours that I'm able to think in my head, like, okay, well, the maybe. You know what? I've been okay with that maybe, you know? I've been okay with saying maybe she's mine, maybe she's not, but maybe she's mine, you know? I've been okay with that, you know? When I find out these results, it's gonna be like 99.999. Like, it's no maybes anymore, you know? It's nothing, and I don't know what that'll do to me, because I love this girl just like she's mine. I love her like I've been there from everything, from birth and everything. I always been there for her. And it's just like, you know, this like, it's just been tearing, like I always wanted a family since I was younger. It's like just tearing away my family, my children, like everything. It's not just a relationship that I'm leaving. Like, you know, they my life, everything to me. Waking up to my son in the morning, you know, going to sleep with my son, seeing Hannah laugh and play, you know, even with Rakaya. I'm sorry, like.
You don't have to apologize.
That's my life, you know, they my life. All I do is work and have them. I have my job and I have them, you know? And if they're gone, like, it's just gonna be my job, like, and I mean, that's not enough for me.
Your family's important to you.
My family's very important
And
to me, you know?
that's how it should be. That's how it should be. You never have to apologize for feeling emotional about your family. Not in this courtroom. All right, given the testimony I've heard thus far today, I believe there is a reasonable legal basis, cause to order a DNA test. I want you both to immediately go and submit to that testing, and we will reconvene for the results. Are we clear?
Yes.
Jerome, please escort them out. Court is adjourned. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Hello, Mr. Thomas and Ms. Zachary. We are back in court. You have submitted to DNA testing. Is there anything you'd like to say to the court before I read these results?
I'm here to hear what you got to say, but no, it really don't matter. I already got my mind made up.
Anything you'd like to say, Ms. Zachary?
I just want to say I made mistakes. You know, I never meant to hurt anybody. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Like, I just want him to be her dad. That's it.
I understand. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Thomas versus Zachary, when it comes to 15-month-old Hannah Thomas, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Thomas, you are her father.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Great news, right? I'm so happy for the both of you. Your daughter is the most important thing. You have other children that rely on you both. Do what it takes to create a strong family bond, because that's what's going to help them really have a great future, and that's what you both want for them, right? I wish you the very, very best of luck. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.